Hello everyone. Today we are playing again the Black Mirror 2. Before we start, I say please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch and on YouTube. And I will say let us start. Now we are back in the store of this military guy, and our task is to somehow get in Harry. It was Harry, not Harry, it was our nice boss store inside to get the photos for the women that we meet in our first episode. Yes, let's go. Maybe we find something out. Or get into the store, do something. Okay.
Man, I would love to smack the old bastard in the teeth.
Bam! Right in the face. Let's go here. Back of the store. Oh, here.
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop first, so I can take care of Angelina's photos.
How we get that? I think in the diner we can do something. I hope that in the diner we can use
How nice. That's stinking garbage. Ugh, not a particular.
go on.
I really don't know if this place makes any money.
Let's talk with the
Sorry,
lady.
Mrs. Biber?
Mrs.
One
Biber.
moment.
Maybe she can help us to get Fuller out of the store.
I no longer work for Fuller.
Good for you.
I don't know what's going on between you and Fuller, but I've got nothing to do with it. Mind if I ask you a few things?
If it's not gonna take too long.
Hey, where you going?
Mrs. Biber?
Come on. What breaks up this conversation? No idea.
What can you tell me about Bedford?
I grew up here. I guess I always wanted to move away from here.
But, well, that never happened.
Well, I met my husband when I was 17. And we opened the diner here. It was a wonderful time.
Ah, yes.
I couldn't have known then that he was so... that he... I have to get back to work. You want anything else?
No, it looks like not.
What would a 50s bar be without a jukebox? The
True.
world's just wonderful, and aren't we all so very happy type music? Just isn't my thing. If there was maybe a Pearl Jam track on it, then I'd give it a play. But Buddy Holly doesn't.
Okay. Hey, here. So, I have no idea how we get. Nice. Pull out of the store. Maybe we can ask the nurse.
I don't want to stop her from doing a job. Right now.
Ah, not there. I want to go to my mom's house. Okay.
Pretty senseless driving around Maine in a convertible. But I reckon that's not what it's really about. It was expensive, and that's what counts.
True story is that people need to show off.
Huh. The bimbo reads fashion magazines. Why is she doing that here? Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, it's you, the hoodlum from this morning.
Yeah, well, I was in a rush. An important job to do.
No reason to be impolite.
Of course not.
Okay, nothing. Maybe we can ask. Find more information.
Hey,
on what we can
Rosie.
do.
Hard
Yeah.
at work, I see.
What do you want?
Hey, do you know Eddie from the junk shop?
Yeah, sure. I know pretty well everybody here.
So what's going on with him?
He's single. Was never married before either, as far as I know. But hey, who could put up with him for long anyway? Those never-ending war stories. Can you imagine that?
Is he really blind?
I never heard different, but I wouldn't put money on it either. He's a chiseler. Maybe he's got disability just so he can make himself a few bucks.
Is that a girlfriend of yours?
Yeah, one of my best ones.
Does she sit about in this store the whole day?
Excuse me? I wouldn't know what that would have to do with you.
I just mean, has she got a job or not?
She doesn't need one. Actually, her husband has plenty of dough. And even if he didn't, then she could easily earn good money working as a photo model.
As a photo model, huh? That could
Amazing.
maybe help me out some.
Oh, really?
Nothing. It's okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it again, maybe. Can send her to Fuller.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
I've noticed you're really into those fashion magazines. Are you a model?
Me? No.
You're joking. You must have at least thought about becoming a
Yeah.
photo model.
Yeah, you
Actually,
should.
I have been approached.
Oh, well, that goes without saying. You see, I work for a magazine from down south. Ladies in Chrome.
I've never heard of it.
It's the high society magazine in the South. The magazine for the top 10,000. I'm working on a piece about life and style in the far north.
Really? How exciting.
Maybe you have some recent photos. I'd love to show our readers what fine taste people up here in the north have. This is your stylish convertible, right?
It is! And I'd be happy to be at your disposal for your story. But I don't have any photos.
Oh,
That
so
shouldn't be
sad.
any problem. There's an excellent photographer in town, isn't there?
Fuller? You can't be serious. That savage would never be able to like me properly.
Oh, so you don't know
What don't I know?
who Fuller really is? He's an internationally renowned star
Sure.
photographer from New Zealand. He's been living here incognito for a few years. He's working on his life's work. He's documenting normal folks' lives here in America. Of course, he's got to stay unrecognized to do that.
That's... No, I can't believe that.
I swear, in a few years, when he's finished his work, it'll be the photographic sensation of the decade.
I can't believe it. Show me some of his pictures, then we'll see.
Well, all right then. But don't run away.
No way.
So, where we get some nice pictures from Fuller.
My God, what a lame story. But
Yeah, but she
vanity
believed
has
it.
always been the biggest weakness for those kind of folks. If I can show her a few reasonable photos, then perhaps she'll lure Fuller out of the shop for me. I don't want to read that again. The Worcestershire, whatever, Shire Ripper. 5 dead. Guided tours through the pools of blood. Ugh.
Okay, she wants some.
2 magazines. Well thumbed through and a few months old. Hardly any text, plenty of pictures.
Yeah, I think this could be already enough. Or not?
Look, I've got a few of Fuller's earlier works.
Really? Show me! Which pictures are by him?
Oh, that one there. Oh, and there too. Oh, and here's another one. Exactly. Yep, that one here.
They're really wonderful.
It was all just for the money. In reality, he's an artist, you see. But the project here in Biddeford is his real passion. Living incognito amongst us common folks,
How is it
working
possible
on
that
his
Street's so
masterpiece.
stupid to
Can
believe
you
that?
imagine what an effort it must have been for such a cultivated and refined man like Fuller to play a primitive, stinking, sweaty asshole?
That's true art.
You should call him. He could photograph you in your car up on the cliff top.
Now?
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, I've got to hurry, my lady. I've got a deadline to meet in Dallas, you see.
Oh, of course. I'll call from my car phone and arrange a photo shoot.
Oh, excellent. Oh, but don't let him realize that you know his true identity. Who knows what that do to his artistic spirit?
I understand. Thank you so much.
Huh,
Oh, no
nice.
problem. Shall
It
we meet
worked,
here
so we
again
can
this
continue
evening?
now.
Agreed.
Unbelievable.
So, okay.
That's a postcard of Biddeford. It's very... But I first want to see if Fuller has really left the store.
Okay, the car's gone. Ah, Fuller's coming.
And there he goes. Now I ought to have a few hours to get Angelina's film and develop some pictures in the darkroom.
Yeah, it's still open. What an idiot.
It might be that Fuller put the film of Angelina's pictures in the safe before he drove off to his shoot. That's just the tripod.
Okay, so
Of course,
camera's
Fuller took
gone.
his camera with him to the photo shoot with that bimbo. I just hope he left the film here. If he did, it might be in the safe.
Okay, which using the stethoscope opens the safe, like in the mobster movies.
Alright, let's see. But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time limit.
Okay. What do I need to do? Twenty. That's it?
That
Nice.
sounds good. Yes, there you go. Aha, a film cartridge. Those will be the photos of Angelina.
I hope so.
Well, apart from that, there's just a few papers, a folder, and, whoa, a pistol. I'd better leave everything where it is. As soon as I've developed the pictures and made copies, I'll pay Angelina a visit in the hotel. I could really do with a bit of a distraction.
Okay. Okay. Mm. I have no ideas. I need maybe a code. Something like that.
Okay, I can develop Angelina's film here, and then make some prints. Let's see, what do I need to develop the film? The film with Angelina's pictures on it,
I have it.
and developer fluid.
I have it.
There ought to be some fixer around here, and the developing drum is there on the table. The undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel.
Okay, maybe first the fluid. No, not an executive. Use a fluid for the developer.
At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop.
Okay. So, but no, it doesn't work. So how it works? Tell
The
me.
undeveloped film is placed in this container. Then the developer fluid is added, and after a short while, the film is developed.
Okay. Let's try it like that.
First, I ought to get everything together that I'm gonna need to develop the film.
Okay.
A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away. A completely normal waste bin. A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it.
I don't have everything.
That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected on...
Can I go out again?
Many of the things here are overpriced, but that's obvious. There's only one photo store in town. He takes advantage of that.
Okay. Hey, where are you going? Developer dish. Larger. There's a lot of crap. Not sure what I should do. Oh, yeah. Fixer.
A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there, but it ought to do for one more use, I think.
I hope now I have everything what
All
I
right.
need.
Now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go.
Okay. Here's a film. It's a container to develop.
The film is in the developing drum. The developer's still missing.
For the developer?
Now the developer's oxidizing. It gives off electrons, which are then picked up by the silver ions in the light-sensitive layer of the film. The more light that falls on a location, the stronger the reaction, and so the place then turns darker. In short, the film is now being developed. Okay, I guess the film has to be developed now. So, that ought to do it. I'll pour out the developer.
It's not a chemical, and he should dispose it somehow in a way that's not bad for the environment. Darren, it's not
Now the
acceptable
fixer's gotta go
what
in
you're
to stop
doing.
the film from keeping on developing. The film's developed, but the development process will keep going until I pour in the fixer. The
Okay.
film will be ruined if I don't.
You put the fixer inside.
Oh well, that's the end of the fixer. But what was left ought to have stopped the development process. I hope everything's worked.
So, what now?
So far, so good.
Good.
The film's developed. That's the first step. Now I have to make the prints. Let's see. I need photo paper and an enlarger. That's over there. Then I need developer. There's still enough in the bottle. Then I'm also going to need distilled water.
Where I get distilled water from? Bu- 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 bu. Here's water. Cannot use it. Amazing. Was there not a kitchen in the office of Fuller that we can use? Yeah. Where we get this distilled water from?
An old-fashioned kettle for my mother.
Yeah, let's just continue. Let's see what we can do.
That's enough. The developer also has to be diluted. The film has been put in.
Okay, and now it's paper. Paper.
I could turn the lamp on now, but that's not going to do too much if there isn't any paper below the lens.
So,
An A4 size package. Fairly heavy. Either it really is photographic paper, or it's full as dirty mags for the week. Ah, nice. 50 sheets of top
nice.
quality photo paper.
okay. Now it should
The
work.
sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine for the picture to be projected properly. Then let's have a go. The longer I leave the lamp on, the more contrast the picture gets. Let's try it.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
You need some.
A laxative. That'll definitely come in handy sooner or later.
Yeah, but let's try it out. Maybe it works or not. You will see.
The developer first has to be diluted. It's much too aggressive like that.
Ooh. Okay. Let's go to Mom's house. There we can distill some water. Somehow. Oh.
The kettle's full.
Yeah, come on. Put it on the stove.
The water will start to boil and steam. As I'm not much of a tea drinker, boiling water isn't much use to me.
Yeah, you should distill the water. Let's try to go back. Maybe it works now that we can just take normal water. After it. That's not working. Shit. Here's nothing. So in the basement we can maybe find something interesting for us.
The kettle's a good bit heavier when it's filled with water.
Yeah, but how we get some distilled water? That's the question. Let's see something.
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do with Fuller's secret door. But right now I've got more important things to do than snoop around. This place in the floor is definitely...
Okay. Maybe our diary can help us. Also, okay, just. Okay, I have
An old clothes dummy. Ugh, judging by the smell, it's been damp at some point. I wouldn't accept it as a present.
I don't know what you have. So nice. This clothes dummy. Should not criticize him too much for have so much crap. I still think we need to go to the house and somehow boil the water. Sink. Stove.
That's where Mom indulged herself.
Mm.
The kettle's full. The water will start to boil and steam.
Mm.
A bottle with a cup.
Yeah.
The water will start to...
But I need some distilled water.
That's where Mom indulged us.
How I can take
Cheap ballpoint pen.
water, or how I can catch the water.
Teeth marks. I had a shower. I ate some of it. I ate some of it.
No. I don't know. Maybe in the hospital we find distilled water. That's not a bit difficult. Oh yeah, Mr. Doctor.
Excuse me, Dr. Newhouse.
Hello, yes?
What can you tell me about Mrs. Baiba? And do you know her husband?
Oh. Now, a person shouldn't speak ill of others, but her husband, he's a very unpleasant fellow. He
Really?
was a big deal in the football team at high school, and Mrs. Baiba married him young. Yes, I think she imagined her life turning out some other way.
Like how?
Now, she works hard in the diner. She probably does the work of about 3 people, but I don't think it makes a great deal of money. And her husband, well, let's leave it at that. They certainly don't have a lot of money, just a lot of work. And no love.
Uh-huh. Do you know Fuller?
From the photo store? Yes, a little. I've not had much to do with him. He doesn't get involved in the community. He never comes to the spring flea market or to church.
Yeah, right. Who would have thought it?
I know that your mother got you a job at Fuller's. I advised her against it, but she said you were interested in photography?
That's right. Only my job there doesn't have much to do with photography.
That is nothing.
So, a crazy good time guy like yourself can surely tell me where all the action is here in Biddeford.
Dear me, no. You got me wrong there. I could perhaps give you a few tips on which are the most interesting evening courses at the community center.
No thanks. I'll pass on that one.
I thought you might. Hey, we do put on a disco for young folks every 2 weeks. But I suspect you've rather grown out of all that too.
I don't think I was ever that age. Discos, bars, parties. I was never into that sort of thing.
Your mother mentioned that. You were rather more of a loner, yes?
I've no idea where she got that from.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't intend to.
So, to sum up then, in Biddeford, you're best off being over 50 or dead. Might just suit me.
What? Being over 50?
Yeah, exactly. How is she?
No change. But she's a strong woman.
That's what everyone says. After the accident, she had to bring me up on her own.
Yes, I heard about that. What kind of accident was it?
A car crash. It was in England. We were driving on this tree-lined road. The car got into a skid and we smashed into one of the trees. Dad didn't survive, and Mom's had to wear that support thing ever since. I came away without a scratch.
Do you remember anything about the accident?
What? No.
No way.
I was only
I
a
have
few
no
years
idea.
old. No memory of it. I've lived here in the States for as long as I can remember.
It's just that When I examined your mother, I thought her back and neck injuries seemed rather unusual for a collision-type accident. They looked more like injuries from a fall from a considerable height, causing her to have suffered compressed vertebrae.
And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Nothing at all. If your mother said she was in a car accident, then that must have been the case.
Or she's been lying.
Darren, I certainly didn't mean that.
Huh. Thank you, Doctor. Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
What now? Just sitting here around?
Monthly payments from England from someone called C. Instead of compensation from the insurance. And a back injury that was more likely caused by a fall than a car accident. What's going on here, Mom? Why did you lie to me?
Maybe to protect you.
Please get better, Mom. Get well and tell me the truth about the accident. I need to know.
It's a long time ago, you don't need to know it. There's a weird guy following you. That should be more your worry.
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing. The monitor shows my mother's vital signs.
Okay.
I'd better leave the scales here. A set of scales. Maybe for...
Okay, I have no idea what I should use. Let's go out. Soda, nothing here.
I'm not particularly morbid, so I think I'll stay on this side of the door.
Yeah, come on, Darren. Don't be like that. Look a bit around. Let's see if you can do something.
A bottle with a carbonated drink in it. What would I want there?
No idea. Walk a bit quicker, please.
Morning! Come on! Oh, it's you.
Give this guy at least some distilled
How do
water.
you know that? I thought you were blind.
You stink of perfume, like a whorehouse I once visited in Lille. Smells like teen spirit.
If you say so.
Okay, yeah, cut something here. Oh, it's awesome.
Come on, what then?
How do you get on?
I'm blind. How the hell do you think I get on? You idiot.
Does it hinder you a lot?
Well,
Thank you.
sometimes. If I need to look something up. Looky here. I'm supposed to figure out what this coin's worth, and I got no idea. It's a rare piece, but it's pretty worn out.
Can I help you with it?
Oh, sure, kid. If you think I'll fall for that, I give you the coin, you run out the door like a punk. I ain't stupid.
Yeah. How you getting on with the coin?
You got nothing better to do than annoying me?
If I find out the price of the coin for you, will you stop behaving like an ass?
Can't promise.
Show it to me. You can keep it in your hand. A woman's profile, a few stars and numbers. Have you got something like a coin catalog?
Yep, it's on the counter.
Oh, boy.
Serious. Oh yeah. Coin catalog. He started now with some coins. I have no idea.
That's a flowing hair scent wreath reverse from 1793. $2,400.
Not bad. $2,400. I'll offer him 800. The seller's an idiot. Thanks. I owe you one.
Oh, I'm happy to help old disabled people. Put one over on the other folks. You're welcome.
Perhaps, you could do me another favor right away. I
Maybe.
lost my cane.
You've done what? How can you lose a cane?
Not how you think. I was playing poker and, had a slam dunk hand. But how could I know that that idiot from the hotel had a straight flush?
You bet your cane and lost.
Yeah.
Who's got it now?
The owner of the Wild Coast Hotel.
Alright then. I gotta pass by there anyway, so I'll ask him.
Thanks. You know, maybe you ain't so much of a idiot as I thought.
Maybe I find something out. So I still need the distilled water. And I have nowhere I get it. Oh, come on, Eddie.
I don't want to talk to him.
I don't think that she has some distilled water in her store.
I can't think.
Can I go to Soto now?
There's a notice hanging on the door. Locked.
Come on. Tricky here.
You know, that fat idiot's kit really isn't too bad. And pretty expensive. The lights look brand new. He's definitely not had them for long. Perhaps the store used to do better before, and he had some savings. Or maybe he bought the new lights on credit. The store couldn't have paid for them, that's for sure.
Okay.
That's just the tripod. It works. It works.
Okay. But I don't care.
The postcards all show scenes from New England. They're the regular cards you see everywhere around here. Who should I send the card to? My fellow white bread students who I hardly know? Or my mom, who lives a couple of houses?
I don't know, Darren. Don't be like that.
The developer drum has done its job.
Okay.
A completely normal waste.
Where I get the water
I'll
from?
make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away. A completely normal waste. The container of photo developer. There's still enough in it to develop a few.
Okay. Stick it back here. Let's see if I found something else.
A bedside table lamp with a paper shade and a ceramic base. Cream colored. Nothing else there. I don't think I'll... I don't think I'll...
Okay.
I ate some of it. I ate some of it. That's where Mom indulged herself. True, I've never been much of a cook, but it seems a bit dumb to turn on the stove when there's nothing sitting on it.
Yeah, there was already something on it, but you still don't want to turn it on.
The water will stop. That's where Mom indulged herself. The kettle's full.
That's not tricky.
The water will...
I have really no clue what I have to do. Options save. Options save. Save game. Chapter 1. Save. Okay. See something to find.
I don't have to call right now. A nice one. A nice one.
Okay.
Mom's into music.
I have no clue what I have to do.
Biddeford isn't really a port, but there are plenty of boats here. Mostly sail. People sail out to go fishing or whatever. I'd rather keep solid ground.
What should I say about it?
Looks like you can only buy tourist rip-off stuff in here. But the mail for the whole... The windows look like they're polished twice a day. Apart from that, nothing much else.
Darren, why are you always
First of all, I
so
need
negative?
Angelina's photo prints. I'd be a joke turning up without them. First of all, I need
Yeah, nice. If you would do it. Whatever we expect from you.
I can't think... I'll press a little around here. A bottle with a carbonated drink in it. A bottle with a tow rope from Utter Fuller's backyard. A pair of wire.
Then maybe we can feed it to the birds. Breadcrumbs. Ooh, it scrolls through the menu. That's nice. So, okay, let's see.
The water will start to boil and steam, as I'm not much of a tea drinker.
It's really nice to find out what I can combine But I have really no idea what to do.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have no idea. Let's go back to the store. Maybe here's something outside. See? No. Some points of view.
There's nothing more that interests me in the safe.
Wait. We had there. It's a list. Arizona, Hawaii, Egypt. Arizona, Hawaii, Egypt. China, Europe. Arizona, Hawaii, Egypt. Wait. I should make a picture of it. Okay. Maybe in the secret room we find what we need. Beach, castle, Sphinx, Arizona, Hawaii, Egypt, Walrus. Things for Egypt. China, the Great Wall, and then Europe. And? Oop. Just a secret
got
code.
it. The clips are off and the screen's gone up. A heavy metal door. You can see quite clearly that it's been set into the wall at some later date. I have to ask myself just what Fuller's hiding behind there. It can't be anything good.
Why do you think so badly about your boss?
No chance. There's nothing moving here. I guess I have to type.
The correct number and the number pad. Uh-huh. I have no idea what's the right number.
I can't wind the clock.
Oh, come on. Okay, choose something inside.
If Fuller had bought one of those trendy angular pens with 4 different colors in it, it might...
Dead. Okay, back. Oh, the shoes.
Those are Fuller's dirty shoes for outside. In here, he wears other dirty shoes. If there was a garden outside and not just a garbage dump, I'd have guessed that Fuller wore them to work in the garden. There's clay and earth on the soles. Nothing interesting to see.
Okay.
A greasy map of the world. My World Tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. the USA around Utah, Arizona, then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa, possibly Egypt.
Okay.
Simple reflex cameras. There's a bottle of distilled water. I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna make pictures from Angelina's film.
I'm so dumb. I was not seeing it all the time. I was searching here for a long time to find out where this distilled water is. Tried to distill it by myself, and now I see it.
Great. Just as it should be. A dish with about half an inch of diluted developer.
Okay.
Ah, here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark.
It's good enough.
The photo's exposed and developed. Now all I have to do is wash off the developer fluid using distilled water. That would be the stop bath.
Okay.
The picture's got too much contrast, but the brightness is good. I shouldn't expose the paper for so long next time.
So I need to do it again. Yeah.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance... Okay, I think that's enough time.
Okay, 6 seconds.
Here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark. Nope. The picture's got too much contrast and is too light. I need to expose the paper for less time and also leave it in the developer for a shorter time as well.
Okay. And now again. Maybe 4 seconds. Is enough.
The sheet is lying in the...
Come on. 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I think that's enough time. Here we go. I have to take the...
Hopefully now it's better. Such a shitty work. It'll make some fun.
The contrast is good and the brightness is right too. But the picture itself is garbage. I can't do much about that. Maybe some of the other pictures are better.
So what now?
Well, at least the exposure and development times seem to be right. I'll try it again.
What now?
The sheet is lying in the frame. The developer drum has done its job. I can simply... Okay, maybe the pictures had enough exposure. Okay, I think that's enough time. Ah, here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark.
Why do you need to do it again?
Yes, I've really got it now. Brightness and contrast are correct. If Fuller only had any idea about maybe the next one. This could well take some time.
Okay.
36 pictures and not one of them actually any good. How can a guy take a beautiful woman like Angelina and then photograph her so badly? But I can't do much about that. The pics have been snapped and I gotta take them to her at the hotel. At least I get to see her again. And it's also not my fault that the pictures are bad. What the?
Who is here?
Mrs. Biba? Can I help you, Mrs. Biba?
She wants
Oh.
here.
What are you doing here? I thought you quit.
Yes. Yes, I have. I'm just picking up my stuff.
Oh, right. Is Fuller there?
No, not at the moment.
Then, can you give him this?
Sure.
Give it to him personally. As soon as he gets back. I gotta go.
Who knows what's happened? Maybe Fuller's blackmailing her.
I feel sorry for her. There's something not right going on here.
Let's read that letter.
Could it help me get one over on Fuller? Huh. But I can't put Mrs. Biba in danger. She gives the impression she can't take much more. If I could secretly open the envelope, then I could look at what's inside
I
and put
have
the envelope
those
in the
already.
mailbox later. That would keep Mrs. But how can I open the envelope and close it again?
Do we have some pictures?
I've already...
Oh, I think let's go to his mom's house and
Hey, the steam could undo...
some regularly.
Steam in.
I think it's something what you do in every game. Open letter with Steam.
The steam's loosening the glue. Got it. The paper hasn't torn and the glue still sticks. I can reseal the letter. But first, I want to see what's inside. Holy, that's gotta be $1,500. Huh. There's some kind of blackmailing going on here. Mrs. Biber hates Fuller, and she didn't want her husband to see that I gave her a letter from him this morning. It would seem he knows nothing about it. But what's it about? Sex? Oh, surely not with Fuller.
Interesting.
Something to do with the diner, or from Biber's past? I'd love to see
I think
off
Fuller
to jail
and
for
Miss
blackmail.
Biber had some
But first I gotta find out what he's blackmailing
sexy
Mrs.
time.
Biber with. But tomorrow's another day. I'll put the letter in Fuller's mailbox and get myself ready for my date
Yeah,
with
and
Angelina.
maybe now if Fuller is blackmailing her, maybe he makes some pictures or videos of all of that, and who knows. Okay. So we open the letter, saw that money is in it, and now we bring it back. I don't see any reason to bring it back. Compensation for our work. Ooh, yeah, guy. Can we go now? Oh, yeah.
The hotel seems to have few guests, but in this season you'd normally expect a bit more to be going on. Maybe the others have seen the weather report. There's a storm getting up, and who wants to be stuck in a hotel on the Atlantic in the rain? Both cars have Maine plates, so maybe they aren't even guests. Or maybe they're rental cars. It's not exactly like the Florida or Californian beaches. The water here is way too
It's
cold
beautiful.
for swimming for long. I'm not climbing down there without a good reason.
Darren.
Plenty of people say that the New England coastal towns look Scandinavian, but I doubt if they build such big houses over there. I reckon this place was purposely built as a hotel. It's too big for an ordinary house. The owners probably live in some of the rooms. The majority are rented out. The back room seems to be an office. Desk, files. The back room seems to be... I don't really like to climb into other people's houses. Well, not without a good reason.
Yeah, you want to get for the old guy, so. Kane, Cone, back.
The mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship.
Okay.
You often get nothing to find. Looks very cozy. I bet you get a fantastic view of the... But you know, that reminds me of my favorite film, Whales of August. That genius Vincent Price. You know, really? Looks very cozy. But you know... But you know...
Yeah, okay. Let's go inside. Hello there.
There are pictures of ships everywhere. Either the hotel owner has a real maritime interest, or thinks that his guests want to see that kind of... There are a few magazines lying around here. Recommendations for trips, tourist information. Nothing of interest to me.
Good.
He owns the hotel. There are many small things. There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but only a few are hanging on it. There are probably no more than 8 rooms here. Excuse me.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So, do you know my mother?
You know my mother? Rebecca Michaels?
Rebecca? Well, of course! We sit together on the tourist board. You're her son? How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. She's lying in the hospital. She had a fall.
Oh,
Oh,
dear
no.
boy. That's
So bad.
I'll let my wife know right away. We'll send her a card.
Well, if you like.
So what are you doing here then? Shouldn't you be with your mother?
I'm gonna go see her again later.
Well, please give her our best wishes.
Yes, of course.
Mm,
Does the
maybe go to
hotel
a
belong
hotel.
to you?
It sure does. My grandfather built it, and I've been running it for the past 15 years.
Do you live here with your family?
It's like this. The guests value the quiet family atmosphere here. It really is something quite special to stay in a small, family-run hotel. I can't bear those awful tower block hotels in the holiday resorts.
And at some point your children will take over the running of it?
Yes, I hope so. My daughter's studying to be a hotelier in Switzerland. I only hope that our hotel here doesn't end up being too small and provincial for her.
We will see.
Son, well, he's got rather different interests.
Most
What's
of the
he
time
doing
like
then?
that.
Now, he's a musician.
Really?
Yes. He even thinks he can make a living out of it.
Some people live very nicely from it. What does he play?
He plays an electric bass in a band. I think it's called punk rock.
You're worried about that?
Do you hear of this awful punk rock? Already.
I've
What
heard
is
that you
with the
have
poker
poker games
games?
here every now and again. Could I maybe sit in on a game?
I ask you, please. This is a respectable hotel. We don't condone illegal gambling.
What is now?
I'd
It's a
like to
poker
get
game.
back into playing poker. I'd be interested in a blind man's white cane as a bet.
Yes, nice. We sometimes play a little game or two of poker here, but nothing public, quite private. Never for high stakes.
Wouldn't you say that for a blind man, a white cane would be quite a high stake?
He wanted to bet with it.
You know what? I think I'll inform the police about your game. I mean, that can't be right now, can it? You can't take a cane away from a blind man.
Well, go ahead and call the cops. I've got nothing to hide. I won the cane fair and square. You can ask the other players.
If you say so.
We completely don't
So
care.
what was that again about what would Rosie think if I told her about it? What would other people think, in fact? Taking the cane from a blind man. What a devious, slimy character you are.
No, please, don't do that. I am sorry. I really didn't want the cane, you know. Eddie just didn't have any more dough with him, and he threw it in as a guarantee.
So give me the thing
How
back.
much did he stake on it then?
Oh, it's not worth talking about. What's $100 anyway? You seeing him today? I could give you the cane. Give him my best, and tell him he can consider it a gift from a good old friend.
Well, great. I'll take it with me and pass it on to Eddie then.
And give your mother my best when she wakes up.
Yeah.
So that's it? Already?
I should be looking after my mother or beating the crap out of Fuller's fat face. But instead I'm standing here with a stomach full of butterflies.
No, why
I
not?
don't know what it is about her.
As you
but
can do at the moment.
Man, I got it bad. Alright, let's go.
Come in.
Ooh.
Hello, Angelina. Have I come at a bad time?
No, you're always
No,
welcome.
come in.
I've got the pictures with me. Here.
Oh, great.
To be honest, it's anything other than great. The wrong lighting, pathetic composition. Fuller has really no idea what he's doing.
I thought that might be the case. I'm sure they would have been better if you'd taken them. How would you take my picture?
Well, your face should, well,
Just do it.
huh?
Don't tell me that you, the would-be star photographer, haven't got a camera with you.
Sure I have.
Of course.
Do you want to see my
Come on,
camera?
then. I still need a present for my parents' wedding anniversary.
Yeah, sure.
Very
Some
nice.
pictures.
The
Sure.
light is perfect.
Amazing
Have
present.
you been living here long?
Oh, I don't live here at all. I study in Boston. My mom just bought a house here a few months ago. What brings you here? Look over that way. Yeah, like that. Are you an actress or something like that?
You got it. I'm a famous English actress on my way to Hollywood. No, but
What a joke.
seriously. I study literature and history in England. I'm interested in English immigrants in America, their aspirations, their dreams, their reality.
Wow, that's interesting.
If you say so, we'll see. I wanted to drift a bit, collect some life stories. I don't yet know exactly how I should organize the work.
My mother's from England too. She came over here more than 20 years ago.
Really? Do you think I could talk to her?
No.
That isn't possible.
It's
at the
possible
moment.
right now.
That's a very pretty bracelet.
Oh, thank you. I got it from my grandmother. She was always there for me. Unfortunately, she died last year.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Thanks, but you don't need to be. She was very ill at the end, you know? It was a relief for her. She gave me this bracelet shortly before she died. I'm sure you'll find it silly, but I always have the feeling that she's near me and looks after me. Perhaps we could do a few more special pictures for your portfolio.
Special
I always
pictures.
wanted to have a few photos of myself as a model.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. I don't know, what did you have in mind?
I thought maybe like this. Or like this. Or like this.
You're really open for to a student guy that you'll just meet for 5 minutes on the street.
That's it. The film is full.
Oh, shame. I was just getting warmed up.
Oui.
What do you say we go for a meal?
Actually, I'm not hungry yet, but
Tonight. In the diner. I'll pay. In return for the photos, okay?
yes, sure. Sounds good.
All right then. See you tonight. Can you develop the pictures by then?
We try my
Yeah,
best.
yeah, no problem.
I'm looking forward to it.
Jeez. That was certainly something.
Yes, Miss Angelina Morgan has a room here. Would you like to leave her a message, or would you like to go up?
How many nights has she booked?
Damn, no more pictures on the film.
I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to ask Miss Morgan herself. I can't.
All right.
Brown comb-back hair, a long straight nose, eyes close together.
Which room is she in then?
I'll inform her that you're here. Mr.
That won't be necessary. I'll come back later.
Thin lips, sallow skin, angular face, pointed chin.
But please, don't tell her I was here. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Hello? What's wrong? Sir?
And he's gone. What does this guy want?
Good question.
I don't want to worry her. And at the moment, I don't even know whether the guy is following me or her. Perhaps I'll tell her about it this evening.
Okay. So there's a creepy guy going around,
Excuse me.
Yes,
and
please.
you don't want to say anything to Angelina. That's weird.
Since when has
Warn
Miss
her.
Morgan been staying here?
You seem to be her friend. Ask her yourself. We run a very discreet hotel here.
Would that be the case if I were to leave a 20 on your counter?
Sorry.
Nothing. This guy, the one who was asking about Miss Morgan, had you seen him before?
Sorry, no. He came in and asked me a few questions. Then he disappeared. A strange fellow. Do you know him?
No,
No.
but I think he shouldn't be let near Miss Morgan.
Of course not. I call upstairs, and only when the young lady agrees do I let him up.
And he can't come creeping around here.
Well, that possibility can't be completely excluded. But you can only open the doors from outside with a key.
So,
Well, great. I need to develop the pictures before my date, but I can't get into Fuller's darkroom anymore. So I'll have to get by with just domestic items. Mom's bathroom will make a great substitute darkroom. I've still got the remains of the photo paper. And I've got developer. I need a red light, 2 flat dishes, and a little acid to use as a fixer. And something to do the exposing with. A projector, for example. I'll write everything down so I don't forget anything. And I still absolutely have to put Mrs. Biber's letter through Fuller's letterbox. I just hope the two haven't spoken to one another yet. What a day.
So let's go to Mom's house and try to do it.
The bathroom will make a good dark room. It's got no windows and it's tiled. Perfect. I need 2 bowls, a makeshift fixer, and an enlarger. And of course, a red light lamp so I can see. I saw some on the chain of lights in front of the diner.
Okay, red. Let's look in our book. Task. So much better. Let's go to Fuller and drops the letter.
Hopefully he doesn't take too much pleasure in it.
Hey Eddie, I have your cane.
There was something else.
Well, spit it out. What do you want?
Here.
Your blind man's cane.
Thanks. You know, you're smarter than you sound. Best put it by the door.
Okay, if you don't need it, put it there.
Hey, listen, if I can help you out in any way, you just ask.
About the slide projector.
It ain't for sale.
I don't want to buy it. I just need it for a while. I want to borrow it. I did help you with the coin and got your blind man's cane back.
Hmm.
Come on,
That's
man.
true.
Give it to me. The thing. Projector.
Okay. Take the projector, but bring it back. Today.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
bring it
sir.
back today. And undamaged.
Good. Good.
So good. Now we go to the diner. String of lights. Yeah, it's just stealing it.
Yes, this'll do for my red light. This chain of lights is gonna stay dark tonight.
So, can I check the trash now?
How nice. That's stinking
Oh,
garbage.
come on.
And I have no particular interest. Ugh, not a particular.
So, okay. Let's go back to Mom's house.
Alright, I've got everything I need to develop the pictures. It's gonna take a bit of time, so let's get going.
So, let's see. Do we have now the pictures that we need?
I've got the pictures. Huh. They've come out quite well, considering the conditions I had to develop them in. All the stuff that I need for developing is in the bathtub. I hope I won't be needing it for a while. I'm just gonna take Eddie's slide projector. I wish I could make some reprints of some of the pictures, but there's no more photo paper left. But I'm gonna keep at least one. I'll go and visit my mother one more time, and then I'll get ready to go out.
And you think that the guy is following me? A student from England? Why?
No
why?
idea. I didn't say that he is following you. I only said that he might be. Perhaps it's me he's following.
It's all right, Darren. I didn't mean to upset you. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know.
We?
It's just all too much for me at the moment.
They're holding
My
hands.
mom's in the hospital, there's this thing with England, and then this guy.
Which thing with England?
Yeah, well, my mom, she gets money from England. A village called Willow Creek. Do you know it?
Yes. I even know roughly where it is.
I think it's a place where my mom worked as a cook.
And she still gets money from
Mm-hmm.
Her plum pudding must be heavenly.
That's the thing. I mean, that's more than 20 years ago. Who's sending her over $1,000 every month? And for what? I found this box next to the bank transfers.
Huh.
I've never seen it before. And that coat of arms with the 3 lions? That's an English emblem, isn't it?
It is.
Sure, what else?
What exactly are you doing?
I just thought you maybe wanted to see what's inside.
You know how to open it?
There were thousands of these caskets produced in the 19th century. There's a special kind of lock mechanism that's supposed to keep curious people out.
Well, it didn't really work.
What's inside?
Let's see.
A photo.
It's Bates and his mom. Maybe.
A man and a woman in front of a wrought iron gate. Is that your mum? And the man, is that your father?
No
Is
idea.
anything written on the back? Larkmere Castle, Willow Creek, England, October 1969. What's wrong?
My mom.
Darren?
Do you think she looks 5 months pregnant?
What's going on here? Is the chapter over? Chapter 2. let's see. How it's continue the story. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and to follow me on Twitch. So that's it. I wish you a nice day. Bye.